going to hit record because I forgot. A sports bra is made with sports performance features that help support and hold your breasts in place, and some have been measured to reduce the bounce by up to 83%. A good quality and properly fitting sports bra will improve your confidence, comfort and performance during your sport or activity. It's different from your everyday bra. It's got protective full coverage cups. It's got moisture wicking fabric. So think about when you're sweating, you're playing sport, that's going to take that moisture away from the body. It's going to make it more comfortable. You've got breathable materials. You've got stretch fabrics in the right place, so it moves with you whilst you're being active rather than working against you. Key features against a normal bra, it's usually got a thick padded strap, so you've got extra support, and same goes for the underband. It's usually much wider, and it's those key anchor points that really help reduce the bounce whilst you're undergoing that excessive movement. So we're moving on to why wear a sports bra. So for me, wearing a sports bra goes along with, just keep admitting people there. So when you are exercising, your boobs can move a lot. So it's been measured under extreme testing at University of Portsmouth that a G cup, if running unsupported, can bounce up to 14 centimeters in a figure of 8 movement while you're running. So that's a lot of excessive movement, and it even goes the other way as well. So small cup sizes, A cups, have also been measured at 4 centimeters of bounce. That amount of movement can cause a lot of pain and discomfort during exercise and potentially lead to long-term muscular and postural issues. So it makes sense to protect our bodies with the best kit that we can. Another study by University of Portsmouth found that 72% of exercising women reported breast discomfort whilst exercising. Yet 82% of all women who wear a sports bra to exercise agree that proper support improves their exercise experience. As the experts here at Boobydo, we hear and see firsthand the positive effect a properly fitting sports bra can have on a woman's confidence. So it's a no-brainer to give one a try. If you've never worn one before, or you wear your normal bra to exercise now, give a sports bra a try and see if it makes a difference for you to make you feel confident, comfortable and supported during your activity. One of my favourite quotes here, that if you look good, you feel good, and if you feel good, you play good. So having that right kit is really essential, and a sports bra is very much a key part of that kit bag. So getting into the nitty gritty, we're now moving on to finding your bra size. So bra sizes in the UK usually start with a 2-digit number that go up in multiples of 2. For example, you've got 32, 34, 36, and so on. And then you've got a cup size on the end, which is usually 1 or 2 letters in alphabetical order, ranging from a double A to an N cup. And you can see on the screen there, you've got a few examples of how they move up. You've got a couple of double letters in there, but usually if you're in a shop or you're online, you'll know in which order those go in. So if you're working out your bra size for the first time, you can use something called the under-over method to get your estimated size. That's made up of 2 measurements. So you can see the 2 pictures demoed there on the screen. Your first one is going to be underneath, so around your rib cage, underneath your breast tissue, to get that rib measurement, which will become your bra size, or will make up what will be your bra size. The band size, sorry. Then you go to the second measurement, which is around the fullest part of the cups, and that second measurement will help determine what estimated cup size you will be. I'm going to go over to my next slide. We've got a QR code here. You might be on your devices now, but if you've got another device within region, it might be worth taking a scan of that QR code. I will provide you with another document at the end of the session, but that takes you through to our page, which then gives you a handy video to go through those 2 measurements again with a tape measure. But it also has a size chart on there, so you can take the 2 measurements, work out the difference, and get an estimate of your bra size. It is important to note that it's not an exact science, the under-over method, but it gives you an idea to have a start. But know that different brands come in different size ranges, so it's really important also to check the brand's own fitting guide to get a sense of which size you'll be in that product. It gives you a handy place to start. So you've got your bra size. So now what do? You're going to go shopping. There are a few shopping tips along the way that we've learned as experts that might help you whittle down the choices. So a little bit of jargon busting I'm going to go through first, which is the right impact level for your sport or activity. So I'm going to come back to these bullet points again, but I thought first off, we'll just go through what you might commonly see as a description of bras when you're online or you might be in store. So high and extreme impact. This one is typically suitable for running, rugby, football, cricket, horse riding, and sports that involve jumping, sprinting, and a lot of high impact movement. The best quality high impact sports bras are sold in bra sizes, so 32B, 36DD, and so on. They're that way so that they can support each breast independently and also support you with the right anchorage from the rib cage across the straps. Rather than something that's small, medium, large, especially if we're looking at being a C cup and above, it's worth investing in something that's bra size so it supports you properly. You'll find that a high impact sports bra is more expensive than a lot of others, but it's important you get it fitting correctly and it is worth investing in. Get yourself a good quality high impact sports bra and it will cover you on all the bases of those high impact activities. Covering also here medium and low impact. So you might not see these as often, but they are suitable for things like cycling, weight training, yoga, and walking. You'll see some that are size small, medium, large, but then looking back at D+ cups, you should consider a bra sized option, even in medium and low impact. So it gives you the structure of bra that you need, that is better support and better comfort. And have a look at the brand perhaps that you like, your favorite high impact sports bras, see if they do any more in their range that sort of cater to medium and low impact activities. These can often be cheaper as well, and you're more likely to find these on the high street and kind of your your regular sort of clothing stores. So don't get misled with it saying sports bra. Really interrogate it, compare it to something that's been bounce tested and quality product like shock absorber or panache. We'll get to that later on, but just because it's cheaper, you might be making some compromises, so don't compromise on support for price. So there, sort of a brief overview of those 3 impact levels explained. So going back to the shopping tips, start thinking also about what features might be important to you. If you've not worn a sports bra before, maybe you don't know, but you can have options such as a soft cup, which means that the fabric is soft and it molds to your body. And then you've got something like a molded cup, which is a fixed molding to the cup, or it's got extra sort of padding and coverage. So that might be something you're keen for, to have that sort of extra shape and coverage. Or maybe you want something that's just more of your natural shape. You've also got options of wired and non-wired bras. Again, comes down much to personal preference. If you are getting your first sports bra, you're a young teen and growing and changing, I would recommend non-wired over underwired because it gives you a little bit more flexibility. And if you're changing sizes quite quickly, it just gives you a little bit more wiggle room. And then you've also got things like racer back and adjustable straps. I'd always recommend getting something with adjustable straps, which we'll get to later. Usually means it's just a higher quality product that it can adjust properly to your size. Has it got positive reviews? Have a look for a product that's been wear tested a lot. You've got a lot of reviews from other people, maybe doing similar activities, or might even be a similar bra size to you. See what they say about the product. Don't just take the brand's word for it, and make sure you get some real life reviews in the mix as well. There might even be reviews on YouTube that you could watch as a video. Is it suitable for your size? Don't compromise. So that kind of goes towards that high, medium, low impact. So some bras might be marketed saying they're a running bra, but they're a size small, medium, large, and not really suitable for D+ cups, for example. So don't compromise, and also don't let that marketing jargon get in the way. Go back to those positive reviews. Does it have the features you have that you're looking for? And has it been tested on larger cup sizes? Regularly check the fit is the next point on here. You're going to change bra sizes multiple times in your life. As you grow and you change, you might gain muscle mass, you might change body composition as you grow and change, and other sort of hormonal changes throughout your life mean that your bra size is going to change a lot. So regularly change the fit, check the fit, interrogate the bra that you're wearing. Does it still support you the way it should? And then look at trying on some different sizes if you feel like it's the right time. That brings me on to replace your sports bra often. So if you're wearing that sports bra more than 2 to 3 times a week, then you're looking to replace it at least once a year, because as it's been in the wash, it's going to wear, and the effectiveness of that elasticity in the fabrics is going to go over time. You also might lose some things like moisture wicking or any sort of additional things that have been added to the fabric. So if you're wearing the same size and it still fits well, you want to look at replacing your bra once a year if it's worn regularly. You might get longer life out of it if you have a few in the drawer and you can cycle them round. And then remember, change your bra if you change size. And lastly, get advice and support from an expert. At Boobydo, we have loads of ways for you to reach out and talk to us. We have live chat, we've got Facebook and Instagram Messenger, we've got our email service, we've got the phone, and we also offer free virtual fittings alongside fit check services. So if you order a bra, you can send us a few fit check photos. One of our experts will help advise you on what changes to make on your size, or if you've got it spot on, then fantastic. So make sure you're working with somewhere where you know you can get the support and expert advice that you need to make the right choice. If you want to invest in a good one, you want it to fit correctly. The worst thing you want to do is spend money on something that then doesn't fit right. That brings me on to checking the fit in 3 easy steps. So you've got the bra, you've been shopping, ordered it, and then now you've got to inspect it and check that it fits properly for you. So 3 steps to be able to do that. The 3 steps are the band, the cups, and the straps. 3 key anchor points or fit check areas that we can work on to check that we have the right product. So we're going to start with the primary, which is the band. So this is the number 1 part of fit check. So it's where 80% of the support comes from on the band. So it's important that we get this fitting correctly before moving on. A properly fitting underband when a sports bra is brand new should be on the loosest set of hook and eyes. It should sit flat across your back. And if you reach around, put your fingers underneath the band and sort of gently pull away, you should have about 1 to 2 inches of give. When you put that bra on as well, take some deep breaths. Think about in practice that you are going to be, potentially inhaling and exhaling rapidly during sports. Is it comfortable? Is it feeling like you can move around in it, but is it staying with you and it's not riding off or moving around? With the hook and eyes, as you wash and wear the product, think about every 3 months, you're able to cinch it in. And then once you're on that tighter set of hook and eyes, the elasticity started to go somewhat there. So then it might be time to look at replacing it. Common things that we see: if a band is too small, it's going to feel really tight, it's going to dig in and it's going to cause redness over time. You're going to find it difficult to breathe. So maybe one that's quite easy to self-assess if it feels tight. So from that, you want to go up a band size. Say you bought a 32, you want to try going into a 34. And then probably more often than being too small, we come across band sizes that are too big. So you can see that middle image, you get a ski jump effect over the course of the day. That's the back band riding up and the straps, the weight of your breast being pulled down because it's not being properly anchored to your rib cage. So look out for that over the course of the day. Have you got that bra riding up at the back? So you should consider taking that bra size down or replacing it. It could be that it's old, it's very tired, elasticity, and you need to refresh it. Other signs of it being too big is that if you get your bra, you lift your arms, you put your arms down, that bra is kind of moving up and down with you. So it should sit snug and secure onto your rib cage. Then we will move on to the cups. So the cups provide the protection for your breast tissue. So you want full coverage. So compared to a normal bra, these are much fuller cups. This one's quite a visual one. You can kind of see and self-fit fairly well yourself here. So perfect fit, you're looking for your breast tissue to be fully encased inside the bra with no overspill and no gaping in the cups or wrinkling off. You want a smooth line from bra to chest, so with no sort of quad boob effect. And it should ultimately feel, again, comfortable, that it's feeling snug, secure, but you're not feeling any sort of discomfort in any areas of the bra. If your cup size is too small, you're going to see things like overspill from any direction out of the cups. And the other way, if your cup size is too big, you're going to see sort of visible wrinkling, or you'll have gaps in the cup. One thing to do when you do check the fit of the cups is something called the swoop and scoop. So this is where you want to properly check the fit and make sure your boobs are in the right place inside the bra, because sometimes it might be that things aren't in the right place, so it's not feeling quite right. So to do the swoop and scoop, you lean forward slightly and you swoop your opposite hand inside the bra and scoop up your breast tissue into the cup towards the center of your chest. You do that on the other side as well, and then check the fit. So sometimes a little bit of placement is all you need to do to make those cups fit much better. Finally, third step is the straps. So you found your band and cup size feeling correct, and now the straps can help you make small adjustments to suit the size of your frame. If you put 2 fingers underneath the top of the straps up on the top of the shoulders and lift upwards, you should again have 1 to 2 inches of give. It should feel comfortable. And you want to adjust the straps up and down to suit your shape. So as I mentioned earlier, a quality sports bra, you'd expect to have adjustable straps so that you can adjust it to the size of your frame. So look out for that if that's important to you. If you're quite petite or tall frame, you want to make sure you've got adjustability so everything's in the right place. If you are facing issues like the first image, where you get really, sharp indentations, red marks, real discomfort, you might find in your upper back as well, that is more often a sign of your band size being too big. So again, all of the weight of your breasts is being carried on your shoulders rather than being sort of posturally enhanced by keeping that rib cage sort of nice and secure. So I would look, if you suffer with this, inspecting your band size, making sure that that's correct, and then you should find that your straps fit a lot more comfortably. If you find that the straps are too long and they're falling off, again, looking at the fit of the band and the cups might be somewhere to start. If you've got adjustability, adjust. And then there's also, the option to look at different styles as well that maybe work better for a more personalized fit for you. So then my 3 steps for finding the fit on that journey of finding a bra size, then going shopping for one, and ultimately checking the fit of the ones that you've ordered. So this is my final slide. A lot of the content that I've taken you through today is part of a really, really sort of easy to use and interactive sports bra guide. That QR code is the link for you to download it. Also in there, we've got links to our top recommended products on the Boobydo website. So it's really easy. You take yourself through the guide, and then you can even go shopping at the end based on some of our recommendations. But please feel free to ask any questions now. Reach out. You can unmute yourself if you want to ask it that way, or if there's anything you want to pop in the chat, I'd be more than happy to answer. Thank you so much.
Hi, thank you for the presentation. It was really interesting. My question is twofold. I'm a CrossFitter with running, and my daughter is she's a teen and plays rugby. So I haven't really approached the subject for a sports bra with her because she's wearing these crop top types bras. And I'm more into, I was more into the snug fit, so I always go with the size smaller. So it was really interesting to hear what you said about make sure there's the right size. So just wanted to say, what point would you recommend for the teenager to start wearing a cup size fitted sports bra?
Yeah, really, really good question. I think that sort of depends on a couple of things really, that they're sort of open to having that conversation with you ultimately as well, that they're interested, perhaps asking questions. Maybe you go shopping for some sports bras, say, hey, what do you think of these? You know, see if she's sort of up for engaging with you in that. I think it's about noticing signs of development as well. I think a crop top as that sort of first sports bra, sort of participating in wearing one is a great step already. I think it's when you start to sort of notice that there is breast tissue there, that we're kind of hitting puberty, that I would suggest looking at something bra sized, especially when we're getting sort of anywhere BC cup and above, we're starting to need sort of individual cup support. So depending on kind of where you're at now or where she's at now with her development, that is something, you know, that would be my recommendation. A lot of the products at the end of the guide are really good first sports bra options, so maybe worth having a look at those as well.
Thank you.
Okay. Just checking the chat. Okay, perfect. So I've got one that says, is there any benefit to choosing a different strap type, racer, crossback, ordinary straps, etc.? I think the benefit comes down to, you know, how you feel in it. I don't think there is necessarily a benefit either way. You can find that a racer back offers a slightly higher level of support. And again, that's because of how it is anchoring to your body. You've got that sort of extra bit that comes from the race back. It's kind of, you know, drawing those shoulders back a little bit, but you can get really really effective ordinary straight strapped sports bras. It just depends on kind of that level of security that you like to feel. The racer back's going to kind of naturally draw breast tissue close to the chest. You get a little bit more of the compression factor. So if that's the kind of feeling that works or you prefer, then a racer back's good in that sense. The ordinary straps kind of is more encapsulation. Hopefully that answers your question, but benefit wise, you can get really good sports bras with either one of those features. So it's down to what you find comfortable, what you like to get in and out of, if that racer back's a bit fiddly, for example. Got a message also from Haley. So we've got, what if 32 is too small but 34 is too big? That is always a tricky one indeed. It might be worth exploring an alternative brand at this point, because every brand creates their products differently off different measures, which can make it a real headache. So it might be worth exploring a different brand, because their measure of 32 and 34 might be a little bit different. So if you've stuck with one brand in particular now, might be worth exploring another to see if you can find kind of that perfect 34 or 32 that you've been looking for. And a recommendation on what shops to buy a sports bra, you can go on Boobydo. There's lots of options on boobydo.co.uk. Always going to recommend ourselves first. We've got a really great range of sizes, great filtering options, and again, loads of brilliant ways for you to get in touch and talk to one of our team about your specific needs. Other places, you know, that's worth looking, you know, you maybe want to go direct to a brand, for example. So one of our best sellers is Shock Absorber. They've got a really great range of sizes and styles for different activities, but also different preferences, whether you want molded cups or not, racer back or not. You've got products like Panache that come off the back of long-standing lingerie brands. They really understand the construction of a bra and how it supports the breast. So they're a good product for encapsulation. You have got other products like sports brands, you know, like Nike. I would suggest Nike over any others that perhaps doing a better job than the likes of Adidas or Reebok, for example. But you do get a little bit lost in a lot of the marketing jargon of them being called lots of different names and things. So yeah, come and see us, come chat to us, see if we can offer any advice. Perfect. You're welcome. Just checking on the time. I mean, we're doing good for time, so if anybody has any other questions, please feel free to ask. Got another, 5-10 minutes. Let me know, give me a thumbs up if you got something from today. I'm hoping that I maybe gave you some new information, some new things to think about. Or if you felt there was anything missing, if I wasn't able to answer those questions, hopefully this is the option. Oh, Adrienne, is a return free of charge with your brand? Yes, so we do free returns. We want to make that really easy because it is a challenge to find the right size first time. So free returns, you've got fit check service and so on. Yeah, lots of ways to sort of make sure you're being efficient with the returns. And then Jordan's asked about the impact vest. What is the largest cup size available and would you recommend them? In terms of the impact vest, they're going over the top of your bra. So in terms of how they're fitting on, I would suggest you could try going upper cup size if you've got a fuller bust, for example, FFF. And above, you might need to size up on the vest, and if that then becomes a bit of an irritant because it's sort of baggy in other areas, that's where you could maybe find a bit of a challenge. I would suggest with the vests, yeah, maybe looking at F cup as kind of the limit potentially to the amount of stretch, but it's good to have some feedback if it's something that's something that you've tried and found difficult to fit, and we'd certainly take all that advice on board. Excellent. Well, feels like maybe people have asked the burning questions. If there is anything else, you can reach out anytime to us at Boobydo. We have Instagram, we have Facebook, we've got our website. So loads of great ways to get in touch if something comes to you after this. I want to thank you all for your time on this Tuesday evening, and thanks for listening in, and I'll see you on another. Thank you all so much. Have a nice evening.